Welcome to the Infernal Brotherhood of the Scruffy-looking Nerf herders. Today, I'm reading Star Wars Mara Jade by the Emperor's Hand number 4. And so they battled.
Give in to your anger, young Skywalker. Let the hate flow through you.
His servant of the past and his servant-to-be of the future.
Now fulfill your destiny and take your father's place at my side.
Or so it had seemed.
No! Stop! I command you! I command you both! Stop! Death to you both! Death and danger! Death and danger! And danger!
And danger. What is... Where am I? Oh, right. The Tippler's grown, one way from Darcy to Forless. Sub-steerage class, how the mighty have fallen. But something must have snapped me awake. Ah, it seems we have a pair of lifters working the corridor, though what they think they'll find with this crowd I can't imagine. Better do this quietly. The last thing I want to do is wake those 3 Baragwin babies at the other end.
Come on, let's forget these losers and check out that fiffer with the red gold hair. Quiet, you don't want to.
Wake her! And we don't want to wake the other passengers either, do we? Do we?
No, ma'am.
Good. Just leave the bag there. I'll make sure everything gets back to where it belongs. And you two are now going to go back to whatever sleeping space you've got, and you're going to stay there until the ship lands. Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Certainly, ma'am.
Then go. So it's come to this, from Emperor's hand to one woman security grunt on a refuse ship. I can't believe I've sunk this low. So this is Forless. Not exactly a likely place to find a top Imperial on the run. I just hope Director Sard thinks that way too. Because one thing's for dead sure, I'm not getting off this rock until I can scrape together some more money. And unless I want to try stealing it, that means a job. Server wanted in a cantina? The mighty have fallen, but even the mighty have to eat. Well, it's not the Claren docks on Coruscant, but at least it's halfway clean. I just hope I've got enough mental power left to persuade the owner to take me on. Excuse me, sir. There's a sign on the window about a server.
You're hired. I'm Gorbdrig, the owner. Take these drinks to those duros in the corner.
Wait a minute. Just like that?
Of course, just like that. What do I look like? I'm interviewing for the Royal Shockball team? Here, give me those bags and get to work.
I thought you were never going to throw that last bunch out. Is it always like this?
When I'm lucky, Chikra. When I'm lucky. No customers means no money, you know.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
It's the only way to look at it if you want to stay in business. But don't worry, we do get to sleep in. You don't need to be here until 9 tomorrow morning. Stop preparing for the midday crowds. That is, if you still want the job.
Sure, if you'll still want me.
Most definitely. You're the hardest worker I've had in months, Chikra. Here's what your wages are for today. I trust this amount is satisfactory.
Well, It's not going to make me rich, especially when I'm going to have to pay for a room out of it, but it probably really is all he can afford. Quite satisfactory, thank you.
You're welcome. Tell me, do you already have a place in town to stay?
No, not yet.
You do now. Come with me. There are 2 apartments over the cantina. One is mine. The other will be yours. Originally, this was to be my son's room when we planned to run the cantina together, before he was killed in yet another foolish hawk war of conquest. It's not large, I'm afraid, and not well furnished. If you prefer to go elsewhere, I won't be offended.
It's perfectly trig, really. Thank you.
I'm pleased you like it. By the way, Shikra is a term of endearment for small Hoke children, but I'm sure you don't want me to call you that forever. What is your name?
Call me Chiara. Chiara Lorne.
Well then, Chiara Lorne, I bid you welcome to my home. Sleep in harmony and in peace.
This is just perfect. A small-time cantina in a third-rate city on a fourth-rate planet, and I don't even have to be seen outside if I don't want to. I couldn't have done better if I'd planned it this way. Unless it was planned, not by me, but by Assad. No, ridiculous. Drig is no intelligence informant. Neither was anyone else in there today. Even with my force abilities fading like they are, I would have spotted that right away. They're working late in Government Center tonight. I wonder if it has anything to do with me. Probably just everyone busily carving out a little territory for themselves now that Palpatine's gone. Rotten scavengers, the whole lot of them. Still, it might be wise to sneak in there one of these nights and see what sort of dossier Assad's put out on me. She didn't go that night. It was late, and she was tired. She didn't go the next night either. There was a fight just before closing time, and she had to help with the cleanup afterward. Nor did she go the night after that. The government center was ablaze with the lights of a crisis, and a furtive invasion was out of the question. And finally, she didn't go because it simply was no longer necessary to do so. It's been nearly 2 weeks now, and Assad is neither subtle enough nor patient enough to let me just sit here this way, which means I've definitely lost her. So all I need to do is sit tight and collect enough money and move on. Uh-oh, more trouble. Many thanks, Chiara, I must say. Keep that thought fresh, Jorshman. I'll be right back.
Yeah, what do you want?
I just thought I'd mention that we're running a 2-for-1 special today. You pulled one knife on someone, and you get 2 more pointed back at you.
Why, you flinking little... Arr!
So let me give you some advice. You have a dispute. You take it outside. Because if you don't, you'll have more trouble than you know what to do with. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, clear.
Good. I believe you still owe for that last round of drinks. Pay up and get out.
Are you all right, Chiara? I had my hands full with fried Crispix and couldn't come help.
I'm fine. Amateurs like him I can handle in my sleep. Sorry for the interruption, Jorshman. The usual 2 swirls? Please. That was nicely done. Quick and clean and effective. And you didn't knock over any tables or even spill anyone's drink. Amazing. Nothing but pure selfishness, actually. Any messes I make, I have to clean up, you know.
Oh, of course.
You're You're a very interesting human, Chiara. I haven't yet solved your mystery. But I do know this much. Wherever you belong, it's not in a place like this. Also, you know that when you leave, I and many others will miss you. Flattery may get you an extra swirl now and then, Joshman, but that's about it. I spoke no flattery, Chiara. I know, Joshman. Thank you. Call me when you're ready for another. If he only knew who I was, who I am, if any of them knew, they sure wouldn't be smiling at me then. Doesn't matter. A few more weeks and I'll be out of here. I can't afford to stay in one place too long. Just as well, really. Too easy to get comfortable in a place like this, and then... Uh-oh. What in... What?
Just relax, human. All we want is a little chat with your boss. Well, here it is, Drig. You've had your month, and you still haven't paid. What's the problem?
The same as before. Platter, I simply don't have the money. Looks like a shakedown, and these guys are definitely not amateurs. And from the looks of those vests, I'm going to need something with more punch power than my sleeve blaster to take them out. Joshman, I need a favor. Later, Chiara. Right now, you need to put down that tray and walk with me out the door. Those are bad people, very bad, but I do not think they will harm you if you leave now. Look, I don't know what's going on. Will you listen? You saw that blade? They are from a terrible organization, beings who steal and extort and murder. They call themselves Black Nebula. Black Nebula? And they hope one day to be as feared as the old black sun. But they're not here for you or the rest of us. They're only here for Gorb Drig. Well, sorry, but they can't have him. I need you to go to my room. Top of those stairs, under my pillow is a lightsaber. Bring it to me.
You two, get lost.
A lightsaber? But... Please, Joshman, I need that weapon. I'll try to create a distraction that'll get you to the stairs without being seen.
Hey, human, you deaf? I said get lost.
But I have to clean these cups up before I can go home. Here goes. I can't touch mines like I used to. Let's hope I haven't lost the rest of it, too. There we go. Easy. This has to look natural.
Crash! What? Hey, you!
Blast! That's torn it. Only one thing to do now. Ram it! Straight down. Their throats. Armored vests. Remember, go for headshots.
Chiara, look out!
Skish! But her opponents had thought of that too.
Sprow!
And then it was too late.
Scrap! Crash!
And the fight was over.
Don't kill her. I have a job for her. I want you to take a warning to the rest of the merchants in the city, human. Tell them what happened here tonight. Tell them this is what happens when Lord de Quoc is not paid his proper tribute. Common forces, we still have work to do.
No. No! No! She had the skill. and she had the driving fury. But they had the weapons. And they had the numbers. Can't twist their minds, and they're too strong for me to push their knives away.
So be it then, human. I'm sure we can find someone else to deliver Black Nebula's message. Finish her.
Upstairs is my only chance, if I give myself enough of a lead to get to my heavy blaster. Here, child, take it. Quickly! And then it really was over. So I was right. Dequark is still alive. Blast! And this is my fault. All my fault. If I'd done my job back on Svirin. But it's no good moaning about that now. I have to get out of here. 3 cakes of pressure-sensitive explosives, 3 squeeze-pressure detonators, and a tunable remote trigger. They must have been planning to drop the whole cantina after they murdered Drig. Just as well I never really connected when I was swindling that table leg around. But the end result will be the same if I don't get out of here before the backup arrives. Drig didn't have any family, and it's sure he can't use this now. Might as well take it myself as leave it to the scavengers or Black Nebula. Yes, enough to get me well off Forless, and then some. I'll find a new place to hide. A place to hide. A place to hide. Wait a minute. What am I doing? Victims run off and hide. Prey runs off and hides. But I'm not a victim, and I'm not prey. I'm the Emperor's hand. I am the ultimate predator. And it's time for Dequark and Black Nebula to die. Thank you all for tuning in. We invite you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell to get notified about our next video. Until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, my fellow scruffy-looking Nerf herders, may the Force be with you.